Remember when the JF-17 Thunder was a joke? Seriously, analysts laughed, blogs mocked it, some literally called it a paper plane. A country under sanctions trying to build its own fighter jet? Yeah, right. But here's the twist. That same jet is now flying combat missions, winning export deals, and forcing defense experts to rethink everything they said. So how did something everyone dismissed end up changing the conversation? That's the story, and it's way more interesting than people think. Let's be honest. When the JF-17 first appeared, nobody took it seriously. The world was watching F-16 Su-30s and Mirages dominate the skies. Big budgets, big reputations. Then Pakistan showed up with a small, single-engine fighter, and a lot of skepticism followed. The Thunder looked modest. Basic radar, limited weapons. Western analysts shrugged it off. Even inside Pakistan, some pilots weren't convinced. The labels came fast, cheap, unproven, not built to last. But here's what critics completely missed. Pakistan didn't build the JF-17 to impress anyone. It built it because it had no choice. In the 1990s, sanctions hit hard. F-16 deliveries were frozen. Spare parts disappeared. Jets already paid for were never handed over. Imagine grounding your best fighters overnight. Not because they failed, but because politics said no. That moment changed everything. One question suddenly mattered more than pride or prestige. What if we build our own fighter? The goal wasn't perfection, it was survival. Pakistan partnered with China, avoided Western supply chains, and focused on something realistic, affordable, maintainable, upgradable. That became the JF-17 Thunder. Not a luxury jet, a workhorse. Early problems weren't ignored. They became a checklist. Radar lacking? Upgrade it later. Avionics outdated? Make the design modular. Weapons limited? Integrate more over time. Instead of chasing perfection from day one, they chose evolution. And this is where things quietly started to change. Pakistan rolled the jet out in blocks. The first version was simple, reliable, and cheap. Proof that the jet could actually fly and fight. The next version added better avionics, data links, and in-flight refueling. Suddenly, the Thunder could operate smarter and farther. Then came Block 3. That's when the joke stopped. With AESA radar, modern electronic warfare systems, helmet-mounted displays, and long-range missiles, the Thunder stepped into serious territory. This wasn't a backup jet anymore. It was a frontline fighter. But nothing changed its reputation more than combat. In 2019, during the India-Pakistan crisis, the JF-17 flew real missions, not simulations, not exercises, real airspace, real targets, and it performed. That moment mattered. Because once a fighter proves itself in combat, opinions fade fast. The Thunder wasn't a theory anymore, it was operational. After that, the narrative shifted. Air shows stopped ignoring it. Smaller nations started paying attention. Myanmar bought it. Nigeria flew it in live combat operations. Other countries began circling, drawn by one simple reality. It offered enough capability without financial ruin. That's the real secret behind the JF-17. It doesn't try to compete with jets like the F-35. It doesn't need to. It costs a fraction of Western fighters. It's cheap to fly, easy to maintain, and no foreign power can shut it down with a phone call. For many nations, that independence matters more than having the flashiest aircraft. So, yeah, the JF-17 Thunder started as a punchline, but it didn't disappear. It adapted. And sometimes, the aircraft everyone laughs at ends up being the one that actually works. If you want to understand where the Thunder goes next and how far it can evolve, make sure you're subscribed. This story isn't finished yet.